horsepower, which is like around 7. Performance wise, it's pretty good, not a lot. Like I have carbon fiber there and there. Some people like it, and this particular spec has cargo seats. Someone said Recaro, and that great. You can still survive. It's not press it here, and that how you subwoofer installed. Audio is awesome in chairs. Not an issue at all. So that's how it works, but I like it manual. It works pretty well. Automatic transfer. We are in normal mode now, so you can see this everything. You can customize the colors. It has, as I've shown you, it has a subwoofer. It depends how you drive the car, but I would say it's like 13 or 14 liters for 100 kilometers. But the way I drive, it usually gives well. Everything is in the navigation. It has inbuilt navigation. Privacy safe, you keep your settings safe. So that is, I think exhaust tips. It has an active exhaust, so when you are in the, you can set it. When you start the car, it will start on quiet mode, so that your family, your dog, your neighbors won't get it. Right how I wanted it. Enjoyed this car from almost 2 years now. I just can't get over it. Look how aggressive it is. It's like a shark. It's gonna bite. But I want to change it. I was thinking to do a lip spoiler, but then I checked the price. This fun and all that. It's like a race car. You just put the nozzle in there, bang, done. I'm not driving this car because it's not a P-plater legal. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਐਜ਼ ਵੀ ਨੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਰਿਵਿਊ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਆ Ford Mustang GT 2020 ਦਾ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਦਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਆਇਆ ਕਿ you should do a review on this car. You've been holding this car from 2 years. Why not doing a review on this? So today we're gonna start a review for this 20 Mustang GT. It's a performance spec. It has a 5-liter V8 engine with 460 horsepower, which is like around 700 RPM. Torque is about 420 and 570 Newton meter, I would say. 4600 RPM. Transmission is 6-speed, gears automatic. So I will show you the engine first. As you can see, 5 liters. The big engine, Coyote engine, quite reliable. Performance wise, it's pretty good, but the only issue is like when you are driving at 60 or 50 kilometers an hour, it's sometimes struggle to find the gear unless you have a manual car. That's different. That's the only issue I found in the engine. When you are just slowing down the car from 50 to 20 on a bend on a road, might struggle to find the proper gear, like which will be the second gear. The rest, it works quite well. I have never had any issues. Like I am not a person who will drive the car very rough, drag races and all that, but if I need the power, it's always there. Seen a lot of people who have updated like Roche parts for air intake, but I usually keep my cars to stock unless I know I have another thing in my mind, like performance wise. But I think the performance in this car is already way more than enough. Like 460 horsepower is quite good. You don't need more than that, but you can increase a bit of a horsepower air intake system, get more power out of it. Like if you install a supercharger on it, it will easily give you 800 horsepower. A lot of you will ask me a question like many seconds it takes to hit 100. So it's pretty much as per Ford. It's like 4.2 seconds to 100. Top speed is like 250 kilometers an hour, like 155 mph. Quite a lot. Like I have done that a lap time 0 to 100, like it was somewhere around 3.9 or I would say 4.0. It depends like who is driving, how you're driving, the conditions. A lot of things matters when you are doing those numbers. You might ask me what's PVX011. If you really want to know, ask me in the comments. I can explain what this number stands for. This car has come from factory like this, like black decals, all these black stripes, all these stripes are all factory. Dark fins, I installed those. I have put a bit of carbon fiber there and there. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but yeah, and I did a bit of a diffuser thing at the bottom. You can see it looks good, but I like the car to be in factory, as I said, because that's how I like it, because it's engineered to performance. With this you can obviously you can install wheels, you can do a lot of stuff on the car, entirely up to you. But sell the car in future, you don't lose the value. You spend like $30,000 on a car and then you realize you're losing all that money just because you have done all the mods. So if you're keeping the car for long, if you know you're gonna keep it forever, you can just change the wheels. You can still keep the stock wheels, With this car, you get performance Brembo brakes, front and rear. Rear has Brembos as well. Let me show you the inside. So this particular model is anniversary model. You can see 55Es. Inside of the car, it's a digital cluster over there as well, 2 screens, and this particular spec has Recaro seats. Someone say Recaro, I don't know, whatever you think, it's right. So very nice interior, no complaints about it. And if you're wondering if this is a good fit for a family, can the adults sit at the back seat? My kids has no issue. They both enjoy sitting there because the seats like pretty much grab you perfectly. You put the seat belts on. It's pretty safe. But for adults, I will show you now how I feel if I'm sitting at the back seat. That's a little annoying part here when the rear passenger enters. They can trip from this, or even when they're exiting. So be very careful with this. There's nothing you can do about it. Most of the car who got 2 doors has this issue. So I sat down, but it's really hard for me. It's really hard for me to pull this seat back from here. As you can see, this part hits this part as well. So make sure you are putting. Alright, so that's my position where I'm sitting at the moment. The headroom is not that great. You can still survive. It's not that bad, but it's made for kids, I would say. Kids can sit here comfortably. As I said, my kids, both sons, they sit there, no issues at all. Enough leg room, it's not an issue at all. The kids can sit here nice and easy, but because it has big windows, so you can still see outside. You can still see what's happening at the front. There are no air vents. There is nothing at the back. Fairly I would say for kids, but adults can still survive. Not that they can't survive. They can still survive sitting there. Can be a little challenging when you're getting out of the car. Make sure you hold the door or something, because if you're tall, you can get stuck. The good part is it has this plastic thing over there. You can put the belt here, so when you're sitting in the front seat, you don't have to struggle to find the seat belt, so it's always there. Electric adjustments, you can pull the seat back, front, no issues at all. Wondering how the boot opens in this car? The button is right at the bottom. You just press it here, and that's how you open. It has a big boot though. No issue with the boot. It's a huge boot. It has a subwoofer installed. Audio is awesome in this car. And if you pull this thing up, you can see there is no spare tire, obviously. But they have given you a puncture kit, and those are my old plates. Those 2 seats can go down. It's very handy. It has this levers, this buckles thing. You just pull it, and it'll. So you can see how it looks. A lot of space. Imagine if I pull the other one down. You can put whatever you want. Tables, chairs, not an issue at all. So that's the key it came with. Nothing special. You can press that and the key comes out in case you're out of battery. There we are. So that's the front part. I've installed a bit of carbon fiber here and there. The vents are like this. Air conditioning is very nice. I have never struggled. Quite solid. I've installed a dash cam. These are the lights, and that's the glove box. I have a lot of wires and shit, and it has a cigarette lighter as well here. And you can also, this is like a cold box as well. You can, if you want to put chocolates and all that, if the aircon is on, it will remain nice and cold. 55Es. You got a manual handbrake. I like. The new Mustang has electronic. I don't know how it works, but I like it manual. It works pretty well. Automatic transmission system. Let's turn on the car. Obviously, you have a button to start the car. Press it. It will turn on. It'll give you a lot of nice visuals. You can keep it on auto, max, aircon. These are the modes, handling modes. I'll show you. Comfortable steering mode, normal steering mode, sports steering mode, comfortable. And if you want to turn off the traction control, you have a button there. You can turn off the traction control or leave it on. That's hazard light button. If you turn that one on, it will start your hazard lights. Modes. That button is pretty good in it, so you can change the modes. We are in normal mode now, so you can see the sports mode, all sports plus, racetrack, that's a drag race. So you must be wondering why the speedo is not changing, because I love to be keeping this in this format, because it gives me all the information, temperature and all that, RPM, speed on the side, fuel, everything is there. But you can customize it. Cluster appearance, you go to cluster appearance. If you go to sports mode, it will be like this, and if you go to normal mode, it will come as like normal car, both speeders on the side, and your gauges will be in the middle. Sport mode like this. If you go to track mode, I usually keep in track mode, but you can customize everything. You can customize the colors. It has all sort of colors. See my color. You can choose any kind of color. Cluster appearance. You can even change the gauges, which configure gauges. You can select whichever gauge you want. So I pretty much use cylinder head temperature, transmission oil, and battery voltage. It all depends on you how you want to keep it, but I usually like it in drag mode, though I don't do drag racing and all that, but I like it because the information is quite clear. And that's the steering wheel. You have your cruise control. It has lane guidance as well. You can see it on the right hand side. You can turn that off and turn that on from here. Press that, it's off now. Press that, it's turned on, so it will keep you in the lane. It's not that bad, it's good, but not like Mercedes and all that. Volume buttons. The rest is all pretty much same. On the side you have your headlights, indicators and all that crap. Fog lights. That's the gauge stick. It has speakers everywhere. Little speaker there, little speaker there, speaker there. The sound system is awesome because it has the updated B&O. Ford uses B&O music systems in pretty much all their cars. They're quite good. As I've shown you, it has a subwoofer as well in it. These are the Ricardo seats, very comfy, grab you properly. There is not much customization in regards of if you wanna move these in and out, but not like Mercedes, but yeah, it's not that bad. Rear seats I have shown you already. It's pretty good. I don't mind. I have no complaints because you can still carry your family in this car without any issue. The big question, the mileage of the car. Mileage, it depends how you drive the car, but I would say it's like 13 or 14 liters for 100 kilometers. But the way I drive, it usually gives me 14, 15. If I drive like crazy, it'll be like 17 or 18. Should not be worrying about and all that when you have a sports car like this. Fuel it takes is like 98 high octane in the top-notch fuel. Don't add any other fuels in it unless you have done some changes in the transmission. Don't play with the fuel. Always use 98 high octane. It has a performance engine, 2020 model. So the battery was, I was surprised. I have other cars as well. Usually batteries don't give you stress for like at least 4 to 5 years. But this car, after 3 years, I've installed a new battery. And because maybe it's a heavy engine, takes a lot of power. And if you don't drive the car much, it drop a lot of voltage in your battery. So always check the battery. I always keep a jump start car because you never know, because that has happened with me quite a long time. So this is an inbuilt system the Ford has in pretty much all the cars. It's same. Sorry. So it's not a bad system. I like it. You have all your ready controls here. You can connect with your Bluetooth, CD. It has a CD as well. I was surprised. A lot of these cars these days, they don't bother installing CD thing in here, but it has a CD system as well. Climate, pretty nice. You can put it in auto, whatever you want to do. Phone, obviously you can connect your phone. You can connect 2-3 phones with it. CD in it, inbuilt, everything is in there. Navigation, it has inbuilt navigation. I think no one uses this crap system. Everyone uses Apple CarPlay. You can add more apps. You get connected and you can install more apps. Settings, sound, clock, Bluetooth, general. A lot of customization. I mean, it's just full on. Our automatic updates. You can connect it through Wi-Fi. You can change the display. Apple CarPlay. Where did I go? So, to be very honest, I haven't even checked half of the system. But the best function I would say is when you're going to a hotel or something and you don't want to reveal your privacy, you can use the wallet mode. Yeah, it'll ask you for a password and a person who is handling your car in the hotel. It's for privacy. So if you use that wallet mode, it will keep your privacy safe. You will keep your settings safe. So that is, I think I don't have to show you Apple CarPlay how it works. Pretty straightforward. Sound, I just hate it when you open the door. This Mustang thing, it glows at night. You can customize any color in it here. You can put green, blue, red, whatever color you want. At the moment it's daylight, so you can't see it. Glows at night. It looks very nice. After underneath here, you can see under the mirror. So at night time, when you shut the door, the Mustang logo, the horse comes down. It looks quite good. It has nice wheels, 19-inch mag, or any other wheels. I love these wheels, nice and black. Though the tires at the back are like quite big, they're massive, they're wide. Action obviously. I like the exhaust tips. It has an active exhaust, so when you are in the street, you can, if you are close to your house, close the valves. It won't make any noise. In case you have a dog or your family is sleeping, you know, you can adjust the sound accordingly. I can show you in the system here how it works. Turn on it. So you go to exhaust mode. That's the best thing I like in this car, the exhaust mode. You can keep it on quiet, you can keep it on normal. Even on normal, it sounds very, very good. So imagine if you put it on racetrack, all the valves of the exhaust like open up, and it makes a lot of noise. Quiet start. So this is the best part. So if you do that, you can set a time, like what time, if you're leaving the house in the morning at 6 o'clock, you can set it. When you start the car, it will start on quiet mode, so that your family, your dog, your neighbors won't get up, because it can be, the cold start is very, very loud. So yeah, I always drive on racetrack. I like the noise. That's the whole reason I bought this car, right? As you can see, I've done 23,000 kilometers. I've driven this car a lot. Love this car. So if you are looking to buy this car, I would say go for it. The new Mustang, for some reason, I think it's overcrafted, especially the back of the car, the lights, how they, I don't know. It's not me, but for me, this car makes perfect sense to me. It's not that I can't update the car. I just like the car. Force One, that's the only model I like in new Mustang. For me, this is a perfect spec. It's black, white, how I wanted it. Enjoyed this car from almost 2 years now, 2.5 years. Never had any issue. We have to service this thing once in a year, unless you go more than 15,000 kilometers. Car has a warranty for, I think, 100,000 kilometers. Yeah, if you're gonna keep the car under warranty, make sure you are getting it serviced from Ford always. The service costs around $400. Yeah, $400. I think it's $250 if you are in price cap, but $400, it's not bad. You have a V8 big engine, never had any issues. Driving like a maniac. The car might ask you to change the engine oil before 15,000 kilometers. Say you can reset that as well, you can ignore it, but trust me, the oil changed, because the system is telling you. I would say follow it, because your warranty can be in trouble. If you're looking for a second-hand Mustang, don't go below 2018, because after 2018 you get a lot of goodies. You get 18, you get this beautiful headlights, LEDs. You get this LED down there as well. Another benefit of buying 2018 plus, you get quad exhausts. The car, I just can't get over it. Look how aggressive it is, like a shark. It's gonna bite you. You can do a lot of customizations. You can install RTR lights in it, RTR lights in this grille. I've seen a lot of people have done that. This grille, if you want to. I don't want to. I like the standard one. Come with like black decals. It all came with factory. It has a long lip at the bottom. I never struggled while getting this car down or up on high driveways, but make sure when you are parking it in a car park or something, be always very careful. I hit it here once. Some people do install another lip on it, but I think it's too much. You don't have to. A lot of customizations can be done to this car. Suits your personality, but I would say this is a perfect spec. I don't find any issues. I have got this car tinted as well, legal tint on it. Stripes are perfect. I might change the stripes to sky blue future, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I think it's perfect. Perfect car. All the sensors are here, lane guidance and all that. Spoiler. There are a lot of spoilers in the market. Particular spoiler came with the car. I don't want to change it. I was thinking to do a lip spoiler, but then I checked the price. This spoiler is pretty much around $1,200. So I'm like, I should not touch it. I want to do a lot of things on this car. Might do it later on, but some reason I just, as I said, I just love to be keeping my car in stock. Camera is here. Last thing I want to show you is the fuel cap. I love this thing. You open it, look, it has nothing which you have to open and all that. It's like a race car. You just put the nozzle in there, bang, done. It says ethanol E10 fuel suitable. I would not say use that shit fuel. Please don't do it. Always use high octane 98. Always and always. It drives very nice. If you think I'm gonna buy this car or my wife will struggle to drive, it's not like that. My wife drives this car as well sometimes when she feels like to. No issues at all. Yeah, anyone can drive this car, but this is not a P plate legal. Victoria, be very careful. Make sure your kids are not driving this car, because it's not a P plate legal in Victoria. I think in some states it is, but not in Victoria. Alright, I hope you liked the review of the car, Ford Mustang GT 2020 performance spec. If you have any questions of any kind, please do down below, and I will be happily able to answer it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.